The problem was that there are a lot of cases, particularly conscientious objection cases at Fort Carson, that never externalized. They're all held in Fort Carson, and because the laws have changed and some of the regulations are terrible, I'll tell you about one more and then I'm going to quit. We don't hear very much about what's going on in Fort Carson. The one thing I want to mention on conscientious objection that I've been on a vendetta to try to cure, and have been totally unsuccessful up to this point in the last couple of years, is there's a provision in the DOD and Army regs on conscientious objection that the application will be filed, but the individual who is filing the application has to go about his normal business in the Army, which is firing a rifle and doing all kinds of things that might be contrary to a conscientious objection application. In other words, he says this in the application, and what the applicant would like to do would be put on hold and not be assigned anything that contradicts his statement of sincerity about his conscientious objection. Under this regulation, he is forced to continue his regular service, and then that is used against him in an administrative hearing that he really wasn't conscientiously objecting because he was doing these things, but if he doesn't do these things, then he's violating another provision of his contract of military experience. Yeah.
I don't know if you may go over this, but is there some sort of time period when the command has to actually address this paperwork? Like after the time that the soldier puts that conscientious objection form in, is there some sort of deadline that they have to actually address that, or
within?
Yeah, that has not been my experience.
Within 90 days, I think is that there has to be, the process has to be for the most part completed, which almost always is violated.
That has not been my experience, and whether it's 90 days or not, within those 90 days, the applicant can be transferred to Kuwait and Iraq and told that his company commander can take up those papers and they will be sent to him there. So regardless of what the provisions are in the Army regulations, the experience has been quite contrary to that. I've had experience with company commanders completely ignoring this stuff and then someone being shipped out.